How come Luis Ortiz never responds to Anthony Joshua whenever Anthony Joshua talks about him in an interview, whenever Anthony Joshua says that he's willing to face him? I never see Luis Ortiz make a reply, which is odd because Luis Ortiz is known for making replies. Luis Ortiz goes around saying that no heavyweight calls him out. No heavyweight calls him out. He's avoided. His fans claim that he's avoided, right? Yet, twice Anthony Joshua has called him out. Twice Anthony Joshua has mentioned him. Twice Anthony Joshua has said that he wants to face him rather than anybody else if he can't get the other two best guys in the division, which is Fury and Deontay Wilder. So, why does Luis Ortiz stay quiet? Why doesn't he respond? I want to see that article where Luis Ortiz comes out and says, all right, fine. Once I get past the Christian Hammer and once you get past Jarrell Miller, we could fight in Brooklyn. Because I believe Anthony Joshua wants to continue to fight in the United States. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, wherever that fight takes place, in New York, in the UK, it really doesn't matter because I wouldn't think that Luis Ortiz would have a problem if the fight happened in the UK, because Luis Ortiz has fought in the UK before, right? He fought Dave Allen when he was signed with Matchroom Promotions for like that three fight deal or something. He was fighting over there in the UK, so I wouldn't think he'll have a problem if this fight happened in the UK or in Brooklyn. But you know, no matter where this fight happens, I still think he would lose to what's his name, Anthony Joshua. So, I want to see this guy respond, all right? You're getting called out by this guy says he wants to fight the best. You have the number one heavyweight saying he's eyeing you. Answer him. You had no problem responding to Dillian Whyte. When Dillian Whyte came out and said, listen, we'll fight. I could fight you, but you got to come to the UK. We'll fight December. Last year, Dillian Whyte was saying that. Remember last year, there was a choice between Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora and Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz. And many boxing fans wanted Dillian Whyte to face Luis Ortiz rather than Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora. And I remember Dillian Whyte came out and told Ortiz, listen, because I remember, Ortiz wanted Dillian Whyte to face him on the undercard of the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder fight on December 1st. And Dillian Whyte said, no, I'll face you, but you have to come to the UK and fight me on December 22nd over here, right? And Luis Ortiz had no problem responding to him when he was calling him out and he was saying, okay, we could fight, but we could have the fight be done here. But so if he has no problem, and the same thing with Deontay Wilder, he has no problem responding to people who call him out, but he seems to have a problem, or he seems to have lost his sight. Or maybe he doesn't see these interviews, because I remember, I had somebody tell me, oh, maybe Luis Ortiz doesn't go online. He doesn't see these interviews. How would he know? What you mean? He saw when Dillian Whyte tweeted for him to go to the UK on December 22nd. He had no problem responding to that. So I'm waiting for that response, Luis Ortiz. What do you got to say? Because then people always resort to, oh no, Anthony Joshua is ducking Luis Ortiz. He doesn't really want it. They always resort back to that shit when Anthony Joshua is calling out Luis King Kong Ortiz.